Demon King, Faker legendary on the rift. No skins, pure skill, mechanics that uplift. T1 Dynasty, the throne he can't displace. God like Azir shuffle out, plays in your face. Legends never die, Faker keeps the crown. In the League of Legends, he's the best around. Unkillable, immortal, can't break his stride. Dodging every skill shot, no place to hide. No skins, just skill, pure talent, no frills. Fakers in the game, giving all them chills. God like mechanics, every play a thrill. Running this show, got the killer instinct drills. From death to doing beef, Faker rules them all. In Summoner's Rift.
Or in tendencies as
thinking about this, I was actually considering something like this because they need a lot of physical damage.
The theory feels like it's a better fit, though.
Not only do they need physical damage, but actually, yeah, I was about to say, they need engage, because they don't really have great engage right now. Obviously, you can throw in the Nico, but it is very all-in. Wukong, to me, feels both the niche of being
Could go for damage, because you have a lot of peel with this Wukong, or instead, in this case, you could just go for the ultimate ability to brawl hard with this triple melee composition that has the Nico engage. And you basically can go on to anyone. The Ahri is not going to be safe. The Jace is certainly not going to be safe in this immobile AD carry. Also that.
Zeus going for the phase rush here, which I think, particularly into Gwen, who's looking for these short aggressive trades, actually works out quite nicely. We have seen Gwen's early game be somewhat mitigated, I think. But even post 6, I feel like Vi, there's a reason why this champion is just permaban, right? It makes it so easy to set up any play, even on traditionally slippery targets like the Gwen.
Oh dear. There's to the skies. Flash has to be used this time around as Doran was out of dashes. The two of those between these junglers is, oh my goodness, Chomp connects and Faker, he has to flash.
On vision though, as Doran.
Oh dear, Doran goes into the circle. Shock Blast goes wide though, as now Doran looking to try and put on the pressure. Let's see, the snips are coming in and there's a pause.
Oh no,
Zeus, he couldn't face it. He couldn't face being solo killed by Doran, or something has gone catastrophically.
Well, be able to make a play like this. I feel like 9 out of 10 people say no.
Oh, there's the flash.
There it is, yeah.
Well, he can see Peanut, but he couldn't see the health bar. As
I
see
think
there is Peanut, gets suspicion of it. And Ona comes in. Let's see who's going to be able to take this, and it's Ona just stealing it away.
Even with the shock blast from Zeus. Yeah, the Wukong, of course, does have... Okay, hold up.
Yep, Doran going aggressive once again. A lot of value out of that one. Gold incredibly even, as we can see, is now Zeka moving forward. Peanut's here though. He's even got cease and desist. It's going to be used by Faker as he hijacks it away. And there it is, returned in kind. And Zeka will finally claim the first blood.
Like if he just keeps getting poked out, he's going to look for a play here.
Yeah, Charm is going to connect. That will save Zeka for now, but Faker Monkey's heading towards the Vi. As, all right, cease and desist comes out. Peanut just starting this fight as he flashes away. Pop Blossom to stop any sort of follow-up, as now Peanut is just alone in the enemy jungle. Bullet time comes through. It does get a bit of damage down, but it's not going to kill anyone. And now Faker, with that Spirit Rush available, looking to try and close in on the rest of HLE. It did give him some trouble before, as Oldia Gumayushi could be in trouble, as once again cease and desist comes down. He does have flash, so he's going to use it. Bullet time coming on in as the Cyclone there from Ona defending his AD carry. The flash not quite working, but now Doran throwing some needlework towards Peanut, who wants to get himself away and does Vault Breaker out. Charm will connect, as now Doran could be in a bit of trouble. They didn't know that he was walking over there, as the Make It Rain coming on down once again. Taking a bit of damage as the Rift Herald is on the minds of HLE. Gumayushi level 11 now as Shock Blast does so much damage. And look at this, they're just in the blender. This time Delight making something happen as Doran gets into the backside. Owner has found Peanut once again. And now the bullet time's gonna need to save them. Gwen is immune, ladies and gentlemen. That's allowing Doran to survive.
And there could be an opportunity, but we need to see a more synced up Hanwha live if they want to win this, as there comes Doran in again.
Yeah, teleports coming through from everyone. Zeka going to make his way over. Let's see whether this soul point can be denied. Hex Gates coming on in as Zeka finding so much damage. There's the steal. It's Zeus that takes it down. And the Pop Blossom doesn't do nearly enough.
They're in the pit.
They do lose 2. They have 3 left, still alive. Shattering Strike not doing too much as Doran and Guma able to take down the Rel. And now it's even footing. Faker trying to find it. The dash cannon getting him into this fight is now Viper in trouble. It's land! And they try and keep him alive, but it does not work. Zeus trying to push them away. And him and Zek, I don't think it's going to be enough. T1 win the fight, but they don't take the Drake.
Kind of continuing his struggle. And then here, Viper, I don't think needed to flash the initial needles that came through was...
Oh god, the chain's gonna have to be flashed here by Zeus, as Faker doing so much work, and Owner is there with the follow-up. Hands the GOAT an assist, and they're going to look for a top lane out of turret.
It's had in the top and mid lane. The solo laners had the big advantage. Now T1 win one fight. You just get a little bit of power on the map. And now you can't even clear vision safely as Zeus here on this Jace. When the collapse is going to come through, you're not safe. As a Jace, I mean, Wukong top used to be kind of a counter pick to this champion, but you're just not going to get away from this setup. And you need to be the team that's getting the first kill.
Well, they're going to look for it here as Delight going to be able to use that blast cone, but he's down incredibly low and will get taken down. Possible overextension though, as the Orbit Deception does a lot of work, as Faker dashing around the battlefield with his hijacked Spirit Rush. Now Pop Blossom is going to find only one, but it's Zeus. That is a great target as now Zeka looking for the jump. The bullet time doing massive damage, but Doran now looking to get on top of Viper, who is completely alone and will get eviscerated. The wallets so heavy here for T1, and they just take HLE out of the fight.
That one, but there wasn't any follow-up. They were so split, and so Doran just runs at Viper, the misfortunate immobile, and now Zeka clashing with Faker.
Yeah, Chain's not going to connect here as Delight will come in, but so will Carrier. Magnus Storm picked up by Faker here, taking a fair bit of damage, but they've taken the soul point. They've gotten exactly what they want. And Faker kind of love this from Carrier. Very cool stuff. As, all right, Doran going to get jumped on here by Zeus, but he doesn't look too worried about it.
With melees that can just rip you to shreds.
Yeah, speaking of being ripped to shreds, Peanut going to try and get over the wall, but the flash is there for Owner, and he just knocks down the Vi. There is
no champion here in the LCK. Peanut has a 0-5-2 performance on it in T1. They're very happy with the risk they took.
Viper doesn't have his flash available.
There is also no jungler. So let's see whether HLE can try and kill T1 before they take this Baron. It looks like it's going to be impossible. Under 4,000 health as Delight goes in, finds the Magnus Storm. Let's see whether they can get the kills with the Pop Blossom. Doesn't do too much. They take down the Gwen, but this is still Baron picked up for T1. They go for the fight and they're looking to try and turn it. Kamiushi takes down Zeka. They've dealt with this Rel at the same time, and T1 say we'll just take everything.
Well, there you go. That's probably the game-winning play. They already had such a massive lead. We didn't expect Hunter was going to be able to win that fight as Carrier potentially punished here. We're getting trolled by the observers. Owner going to check it out.
Oh, dear. No, I think it might be Peanut getting punished here just a little bit. Slowed down by the Rend. Nimbus Strike going to be coming up pretty soon here. And Faker comes on over. He's just going to escort Owner in. Yeah, me included, feeling a little bit silly for some of my opening statements here because it did feel like HLE were the better team before based on our assessment, but momentum is so powerful, and T1 in this stadium, man, just feels like they are unlocked an extra level. And Faker now picking up a Magnus Storm for himself. That is going to be 2 inhibitors. This is, of course, feeling like a little bit of ceremony because this game is all but over. That is going to be a bit of an engage on Doran, but he does go into the mist and now looks to fight 4 people. Going golden here. Those big old scissors doing some work. There is the Magnus Storm finally. The bullet time coming in, but the wallets are so big. The Pop Blossom massive as well, and T1 just slaughter them in their own house, and they'll destroy it at the same time. T1 1-0 in the series.
우리 이번에 바텀 밀 수 있어? 바텀 밀자. 바텀 밀어. 얘네 라클 구리긴 한데
상경이 한번 해보자.
해보자.
미드도 오긴. 3주층이긴. 매우 없어.
렐만 조심 뭉쳐있는 거.
렐 노플이. 렐 풀돌았다 이제. 나 괜찮아. 또 볼게 이거.
타워부터 타워 쳐봐.
나 괜찮아.
활리군 봐줘.
좋아. 맞다.
다음 라인부터. 비퍼.
페이지라인 좋아. 나이스.